field, and you saw that right there.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They'll try the run. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. He'll keep it himself. Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Rides to back and leaves it. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. It'll be third and long. Wants to throw. It's Denson. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down. The Dukes will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Oh, what a cut! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Oh, it's picked off. Takes it the other way.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. On these option plays, you just have to take what the defense gives you. And if that means handing off the dive, or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time...
Turning it on! Got enough for the first down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. Dropping back, it's Denson. Here's the pressure. That's reeled in. It's Williams. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just run positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fields. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Stone. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
To the air, it's Hammond. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Got it in the middle, it's Stone. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Got him downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes him, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raider.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Offense changing the play. Gonna take a shot. Makes a grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Dukes!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? He scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Under fire. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
Second down coming up.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Slings it downfield. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. They just keep firing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fields. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raider! He shed tackles right and left and housed it. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Guns up and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. He went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. He leaves it with his back. He is going. Where? Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Flips it out to the back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. The run from the shotgun. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. He breaks a tackle. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Fights off the defender. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And now they regain the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They're going to ride this running back. So now it's 2nd and long. trying to surprise him with the pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Inside the 45. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Denson. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick them up and put them down and go get 1st downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, James Madison.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown in the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Let's go. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Quickly to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 1st down. He's got an open man. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The give is to Williams. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Denson. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can...
They got him! It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Great place to start for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough space. Touchdown, Red Raider. They take the lead with the 6.
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off-play action. He lofts one down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Dukes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Thanks to grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Running into the open space. There he goes. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit 000 in a captivating game today in the American. Navy put together a very impressive showing in one of the more complete victories we've seen from the midshipmen in some time. Anchors away indeed for the boys from Annapolis. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the Dukes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
To throw, it's Denson. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And despite going 0 for 2 on 4th down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Got a little space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
A little release to the back.
Now, you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
To the air, it's Denson. Got it in the middle, it's Boyd. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Wants to fire on second down. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for the end zone. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes. Fitted in the window for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they move the ball.
Breaks into the open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Red Raiders just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stone. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it on first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Going for 6. Touchdown, Red Raider! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Escapes. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. And the diving catch down the left sideline.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back.